shadows creep. Whispers of the city, secrets they keep. Underneath the street lamp, steady burn. Life's a game of dice, wait in your turn. City lights shine, but they never show the truths we hide, the things we don't know. Concrete jungle beats in the air. Dreams take flight, but beware, beware.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. So I have a little project today. I am going to change out the fuel filter, the fuel pump, and I guess the air filter on the Onan generator. I have the 7,000 kW generator, and we're gonna change those out. So my issue started, I have about 158 hours on the generator, and this is a 2023 Georgetown, 158 hours on the Jenny, and working perfectly. So my last trip from Knoxville, Tennessee, coming up the highway, and I know better, I ran the motorhome down to 1/4 of a tank. Generator shuts down. As we all know, generator shuts down at 1/4 of a tank so that your generator doesn't run the motorhome out of fuel. Makes perfect sense. I ran it down, generator shuts down. Well, I have been unable to restart that generator since. I've gotten it to crank, it'll turn over, it'll start, but it'll run for about 10 seconds and shut down. So that's what I'm facing. I am getting the code 36, which is just simply shut down for unknown reasons, is basically what the code 36 is. That's actually the crappy code. So, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and do fuel pump, fuel filter, air filter. We'll start there. I tried a few things like blowing air in the line of a gas tank. I know a lot of people say, hey, sometimes you get air in the hose, those things. And that actually did help me get it started. At first, it was just cranking over, turning over, but it wouldn't actually fire up. I was able to get it to fire up with that, but it would shut down after about, like I said, 10 seconds. So ordered some parts online, kept it simple. Onan fuel filter, you guys can see that part number. Air filter, that's the air filter, folks. That's the air filter. This is your fuel filter, part number 149-2341. That's your fuel filter. And this is your fuel pump. This is an off-brand fuel pump. These fuel pumps fail all the time. I wasn't going to spend $200 on a fuel pump that's going to fail somewhere near in the future. This fuel pump was $28. Fuel filter, $28. $28.99. Fuel pump, $28.99. Fuel filter, $23.99. And then I just bought some additional clamps. 1/4 inch, 5/8 inch hose clamps, because one of those clamps are not reusable. Once you pop it off, it's done. So I just bought the kind we can loosen and tighten, so we don't have to keep replacing those each time we do maintenance on that. So these are the parts, and we'll get started here. I'll try to walk you through as best I can. I'm kind of doing this project by myself, so one of my first or early videos that I'm doing. So we'll see how this works, and if I can help somebody out. You know, of course there's a ton of videos out there, but hey, we can get some updated material, help the next person out. I'm all for it. So I'll see you all soon. That's the model number on that one. so air filter in this box, we're gonna change that out. Oil is good. I recently did the oil change. We're good there. We're gonna disconnect these two plugs here because they'll drop down through the hole. And let's get under here to show you guys. Right there. What we are replacing here. This puppy here, that's your actual fuel pump. And then connected to that is the actual fuel filter. Fairly easy project here. So you have some bolts, that bolt there and one more on this side here, keeping it in place. Unscrew those two and that will come down. This is just a hose clamp here. Unscrew that and we'll pop that off. Now the clamp on the top side of this fuel pump is not the one you can screw off. We'll have to snap that one off and then I'll replace it with a new clamp that we can screw on and screw off for future reference. All right, let's get started. So back in the RV, trying to get a little air and little update. So got the fuel pump changed out, fuel filter, and the air filter. So here are my results. Primed it for 30 seconds, was able to get it started. It ran for about 2 minutes instead of the 10 seconds that it was previously. Oh, and another big change. I could actually hear that fuel pump pumping that oil. Before replacing that fuel pump, it was a really silent vibration. Now you can really hear it thudding as if it's really forcing that gas through the lines. However, I am not fully fixed. So I attempted up to 3 times. The second time got it to run even longer, and then it started to surge, and then it completely went out. So I'm at the point where I got to do more troubleshooting, but it does definitely show improvement with the new pump, new filter, and new air filter. But again, it starts to surge at a certain point and die out. So we just have to diagnose that at this point, and see where we go from there. So I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks.
So here we have it. This is the culprit. Carburetor. Fuel line connects there, and 2 electrical connections there. You can't get them wrong if you take them off because one is bigger than the other. I don't know if you can see that. So it's fail proof. But that's literally it. There's a hole here and a hole here that it slides onto. The air filter box then goes over that and gets screwed in, and that's what holds it in place. Very, very simple to change out. That is literally it. Oh, there was a plug connection here. So that's pretty much it as far as changing this out. This ultimately was my culprit. This was my final step before getting into maybe trying to change out the manifold, which I'm glad I didn't have to do. But the carburetor, I'll put the pricing info in the information area. As a matter of fact, I'll post a picture of what I paid on Amazon. I think it was like $49. I'll post it. But this was it. Very, very simple to change. I mean, you can get this done in 20 minutes. Literally. So carburetor solved all my problems. There it is. Although, you know, I did change all those parts out. The air filter, fuel pump, The carburetor, like I said, was my last resort, and that finally did it. 7K watt gas generator now fires up and runs like a champ.